everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if it's your first time here, thank you for joining Visions TV. I am Yolanda Kelly, and I am your resident transformational life and wellness coach for Visions of Hope Transformational Coaching. I wanted to preface this set of videos, or this next set of videos or episodes, just to kind of let you know that, first of all, these were taped way back in February. So I figured it would be a good idea for me to preface it. I'm posting these in honor of and because of the anniversary of my late husband, Kenneth Kelly's anniversary, the anniversary of his passing. July 30th is the day. And this year makes 8 years. This month always brings about a bevy of emotions for me. So I'm trying to hurry up and get through this video because I tend to get very emotional. Usually the days leading up to the anniversary, I don't know, what your grief process is like, or what you experience. But for me, every year, I kind of go through a process of just remembering what was going on at that time. And this year I've already, usually that includes going up to Pennsylvania, which is where we used to live when he passed away, which I've already done. I went and I visited our old house. Sometimes I do it by myself. Sometimes I do it with family. Sometimes I do it with a friend within my community. But it's just part of my process. And so I'm grateful because, today, by the time you're watching this video, it will be the anniversary. It will be the 8th year anniversary. And I've been talking bits and pieces about my story and talking about sharing my story. And I've never really publicly shared it on a global scale. So back in February, I did record my story of his transition because it's quite lengthy. And so I've broken it up into, I think, 4 or 5 segments. And so I do hope that you will listen. I actually happened to be looking at the video from his homegoing service, and I lost it a bit because it's still hard for me to believe. It's still hard for me to believe. I just never would have thought my life would have played out in the way that it did. I just never thought that the experience would happen in the way that it did. But I thank God for being God. And that's not me spiritual bypassing. That is just me simply stating that I'm grateful that I know the Lord, because had I not been in relationship with the Lord and know what it is like to experience his embrace and his love for me in spite of what was going on at that time, or even the days since till today, I don't know where I'd be. Just even this week and even this month, there have been so many people that I have known or have been connected to in one way or another that have passed away, or deaths we're hearing about. And so my heart is a little heavy just hearing about all this. But yet I have joy. I have joy because, joy is not conditional. Happiness comes and it goes, but joy is not conditional. Joy is always in my heart. And so it helps me to lift myself up out of these circumstances and situations. So I'm going to end this by saying my prayers are with anyone who watches this video and is going through a grieving process of sorts. It doesn't matter what kind. It doesn't have to be only regarding someone passing away by way of death, It could be you grieving from the loss of a friendship, or the loss of a job, the loss of identity, a loss of oneself, loss of a pet, loss of a relationship with a child. There's so many, so many areas of loss, or so many areas for which we could, or things we could grieve about. But the good thing is, or the necessary thing and helpful thing, is to make sure that we grieve and not to fight the feelings that we feel by the losses that we've experienced, but to allow ourselves to feel what it is we feel, and be honest to those feelings, so that we can heal, I encourage every person to get in community. As I talk about in the book, Good Grief, I encourage every person to get into therapy, as well as get into your word, your Bible, your relationship with the Lord, because that is the foundation. Community and therapy are the strategies by which we navigate through our challenges and our traumas and the grief experiences that we experience. We don't have to go through it alone. And I think that that has been beneficial to me, having community and being in therapy regularly, and prayer, and definitely knowing that God is with me. So I won't, I won't say enjoy these videos, but I will say thank you for indulging me and allowing me to share this story. And my prayer is that it does help someone, that it touches someone. Everybody's grief experience is different. There is no cookie cutter way to grieve. The bottom line is that we do grieve, and that we grieve in a healthy way, and that we heal in a healthy way. So please use your tools, journal, cry, sing, dance. Again, get in community, get into therapy. But bottom line, and above all, make sure that you talk to God about how you're feeling. He understands. He knows. None of this caught him by surprise. And he doesn't care if you get angry with him. He doesn't care what your emotions are, what you're feeling from day to day. He just wants you to know that he loves you. And he loves you so much that there's nothing that you could feel, or nothing that you could say, that would ever make you out of reach of his love. And that's the story I want to tell. That's what I want to share with you today. So thank you for taking the time to watch these videos. And please put a note in the comment if you have anything that you want to say. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to share this, to share my experience of good grief. And as I always say, be kind to yourself. Have grace with yourself. Love yourself. And remember, you are good enough, just as you are. Even if you're broken up today, or you're feeling like you want to grieve today, or you can't get it together today, it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. And it's okay to be okay. Every day brings its new experience. So embrace wherever you are today. Have a good one.